This week on the Push Pull Legs podcast, it's after 9 p.m. snacks, and do you hit the panic button when a client leaves? And 3, 2, 1. It is hot, Dan.
Hey guys, welcome to the Push Pull Legs podcast with myself, Dan Meek.
I'm Tom Hall. Look, it's so hot. Look how I've just worked out. By the way, I'm sitting here in disgusting sweat.
Don't moan to me about the heat. Hey,
You don't
come
have to
on,
go
all you do is
outside.
that. Yeah,
You're
I got
locked
aircon.
in. You're not allowed outside. Too embarrassing. That's what it's about.
Yeah. It's too embarrassing.
That's gross. Everybody go to. This is the problem with golf hats as well. Like, or just like wearing hats, I guess. But you mainly wear them at golf, and you get that sweat kind of across.
Yeah,
And I have to
it's
go.
not great,
I have to
is it?
wash that because it's already. This is a fresh hat as well, and it's starting to. Yeah.
It's annoying, isn't it? Yeah, I've got a collection of hats. I've got some that I wear for during the summer when it's really hot and sweaty, and some that I wear when it's nicer because your sweat just ruins them.
Yeah.
But yeah, since our last episode, Tom, we've met in person. There you go. No one
I
knew about
know,
that, did
very
you?
briefly. I'm very sorry. Who
Very
knew I
briefly.
work?
I know, yeah. Which is funny, we did that. We because me and Laura we were back in the UK for a week, and we went to we just decided on Sunday evening we're going to London on the Monday, and she was like, I messaged loads of people and they weren't. I was like, yeah, because it's Monday, they're working. We've just told them on a Sunday evening. You've just messaged and decided to come in. I was like, yeah, of course they're not going to be around. And she was like, oh, a bit gutted. I was like, what did you expect? Like. Like Monday's the day that everyone gets back to
Yeah.
work. It's not like it's a Friday. You might have been a bit more like, oh, maybe there'll be someone around.
Give
But
me
it's
like,
Monday.
if it had been like, gave me a day notice, I might have like shuffled somebody and been like,
Yeah, I
all
was
right,
just
I'll
like,
get a 2 hour block there and to run out.
yeah.
I was like, I've got an hour.
Yeah, we literally
So,
decided last minute. I was like, yeah, so we just had a spot of lunch, didn't we, Tom? It was nice to see you.
what a lunch. Correct.
Always nice to see you.
Bit, bit of bow. Bit of.
Yeah, a bit about it was nice as well,
More
wasn't it? And then
importantly, did you find some donuts?
we did find donuts, but we got cookies instead. Uh,
Oh, interesting.
so yeah, we went to we no, so basically we went to the Selfridges thing, and there's these really big thin cookies, and they're just as I like them, and I was like, oh, do you know what? They look wicked. And the donuts, none of them took my fancy. Like you came
Yeah,
in and saw a
same.
few
I
of
was
them,
disappointed. I've always walked
and
past that bit and I was like, and I've never really paid attention to that donut store.
yeah.
It wasn't that great.
And then but with the cookies, they had egg in them, and my brother-in-law was allergic to egg. So I went back to the donut store, and they were all vegan. So I was like, okay, I'll get him one. And he said it was incredible. I got him the vanilla glaze, like the original, because that's what the bestseller was. She was like, oh, this one.
Okay.
And he said it was amazing. So maybe it is worth testing it out, Tom. Do you know, with that. So just throw it out there. The cookies were very good though. I had a white chocolate and Biscoff cookie, and it was incredible. So the cookie was sort of like one of those thinner ones. So like I prefer the thinner ones. They're almost a little bit like chewy.
Chewy,
Whereas,
yeah.
the thicker ones you can get, they're a bit more crumbly. I'm like, nah, I prefer the chewy, the stretched out
Yeah,
chewy
I
ones.
want chewy, but yeah.
Yeah, you'll like them. So go in there and go further to the back, and you'll see the cookie section, and there'll be some good cookies back there with that. So okay, which leads perfectly, Tom, onto my top five because I'm not going to talk about cookies. We're going to do a top five, right? Do you want to do the top five now, or do you want to do it a little bit later, Tom? Because I know we haven't got much preamble going on here, but then also we need to keep it short because Tom needs to rush off. So
Correct. So apologies.
I think we go straight to top five, Tom. I want to know your top five. I need to take a picture because I'm going to post this on my Instagram because it gets incredible engagement on my Instagram page because everyone thinks that they're right, even though they're wrong. And I'm always right on these things. So, we've established that. So, Tom, the top five is snacks. The five snack choices we have. And when I say snacks, I mean like treat snacks, like nice things, right? I mean, like, I'm thinking, sweet treat kind of thing, right? Or the savory treat, but we're going to mix them together. I'm going to your go-to snack, right? And I'm going to throw this out there, not as like an everyday snack, not as in like a Tuesday afternoon, a little bit peckish. I'm talking, it's the weekend, you've got a nice film on, you watch something on Netflix, right? It's that sort of like your go-to kind of treaty snack, right? Out of the five options we've got, right? Now, there's going to be people who go, oh, but what about what kind of thing? What kind of this, right? Now, doesn't matter, right? It's your go-to, what you would choose in certain scenarios, right? In the top five. So you'll see what I mean when I talk about these things, Tom. So you ready for the top five? The
Yeah.
five snacky things, right?
My
You can
rank.
interpret, you're ranking them, and you can interpret it however you want. However I say these things, right? You can interpret however I want, right? So first of the five is chocolate. Now, like I said, you can interpret that however you want, but chocolate on this five things, right? You've got to rank it based on all these things, right? So you've got chocolate, sweets, and when I say
Am I blind?
sweets,
Am I
no, you're
blind?
not blind ranking them. We're both
All
ranking them
right.
of what our top five would be, right? So you've got to write down your list of one to five. So I'm just gonna give you the five first, right?
And what was the
So,
scenario again? Like, I was half paying attention, half messaging my wife on WhatsApp
oh, okay, that's
there.
fine. That's fine. I know where your priorities lie, Tom. No, so this is just like this isn't like an everyday snack, as in like it's just a Tuesday afternoon in between clients. I'm not talking like that because you'd always go for a slightly healthier option or something quicker and easier. I'm talking
Snacking.
like you're settling down to watch a nice film, watch something on Netflix, right? It's an evening. You fancy something a little bit like this, and you just what would your go-to thing be, right? And again, out of the different things I've got, you can pick whatever your interpretation of it would be your favorite, but I still believe that your favorite of each of the categories would still rank. So rank it as you see fit, right, within this. So chocolate, number one, right? That's the first one. Sweets. So when I say sweets, I mean things like they could be hard-boiled sweets, they could be chewy sweets, they could be whatever fucking sweets you want, right? Sweets. Everyone knows
Candy.
what sweet is. Candy, right? So chocolate, sweets, crisps. Number three, crisps. Number four, popcorn. And number five, biscuits, right? They're the five categories of like snacky things that can be decadent, they can be nice, they can be tasty. You can pick out your favorite version of any of those things, right? But I want to know your go-to and rank those in order from best to, I don't want to say worst because they're all pretty great, least best, right? But best to worst. On that top five, you're sitting down, watch a nice film. What are you going with there, Tom? So number five, Tom, what would you put bottom of the barrel number
So
five?
I think the category of this is post 9 p.m. snacking. I feel like that's the
Okay, I like that. Do you know what? I'm actually going to write that
I'm
down.
like post 9
Post
p.m.
9
Like
p.m.
you've had dinner,
Yeah,
you
post 9 p.m. munchies,
yeah,
right?
you're like, oh, I
Right.
need
Something extra. Yeah.
something just gonna send me off to the land of Nod. So, which is
Yeah.
my category. Like, I am a fucking. There's one that I feel like you missed out, which is what my go-to would be.
Well, ice cream, yeah, but I
Right.
felt like ice cream was a little bit different. It's a
Okay.
dessert, like
Yeah,
there's a little bit different to that, though, isn't it? Those.
yeah, I guess so because that's more dessert. This is like,
I think because I think that ice cream then go, oh well, what about is it chocolatey ice cream? Oh, just like no,
yeah,
like let's just.
I would just be like, all right, put it out there. I'd smash ice cream. That
Well, I
would
think
be.
ice cream wins in that scenario, but
Also,
this
we're
is
incredibly biased to what is currently the heat wave in the UK. All I'm thinking about is like how
ice
cold
cream.
can I be? So yeah, that's about it.
Okay, number
Okay,
five, Tom.
number five. Um, I feel like this is where I'm gonna lose people. I know
Already,
I
already.
know I'm gonna lose fuckers. Right, fuck you all, but I'm not a big fan of sweets. I don't care for them.
Fucking
Couldn't
hell.
give a shit. All right.
Oh,
I
he's lost people
don't
straight
care.
away.
Honestly, like gummies, sweets. When you said boiled sweets, I was like, my
Well,
93.
no, I
You
mean,
know,
what I meant
like
by that is that
just
interpret how you
usual
want,
fucking
but
humbugs.
I agree with you. Who the fuck's choosing boiled sweets? But some people probably would because they're
But
fucking
I
weird.
know that you do like them. So this is where I feel like I no, like I just don't. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Like that fruitiness of whatever it is, or like Haribo's. I'm not. If they're out in front of me, I'm not picking them. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm
Well, I
like,
mean,
meh, I'm
I
okay.
think you've lost a lot of people,
I
Tom. But
think
okay,
I
it's your
know I have.
choice. It's
I
your it's
know
your
I have.
decision.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
your decision. So five sweets. Number four, then
Popcorn.
popcorn. Okay.
Because
I,
popcorn, like, I'm not. They're obviously like nice decadent-y ones. We actually have got like this is weird, like a cheese and chive like popcorn or cheese and onion kind of
Yeah,
popcorn
that's
at the
why. Well,
moment.
that's why I thought that one's a bit
Pretty
sweet
good,
and savory
and
because,
it's
like,
like
for
less
me,
calories.
I go to toffee popcorn. I go to Butterkiss. Toffee popcorn is my head, is where I go, and I think popcorn, not
Yeah,
this
but
sweet and salty healthy version like the popcorn are trying to, what's it called, proper corn. I'm like,
yeah,
yes, nice, but it's like it's supposed to be healthy. I want like
but
naughty.
I would pick at that if it was there in front of me, I would pick at that more than I'd pick at sweets.
Okay, okay, okay. Number three.
Number three. Oh man. Crisps.
Crisps. Oof. Okay, number two.
Number two.
Because the way I looked at this in my head is I was like, if I had all of my favorite versions, if my favorite of each
Yeah,
of these
yeah, yeah.
categories out, this is
Same,
the order I'm eating them in, is what I'm
same.
thinking.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
same.
Okay. Yeah.
I would like
Because I love kettle crisps. Like I'm thinking balsamic vinegar,
oh
sea
yeah,
salt, kettle chips.
what
I'm
we
like,
did
oh my
last week
God.
as well,
Incredible.
which is really like dweebish. Me, Stephen, and Fred watched the football together, and then we did like a I can only call it like a crisp salad where we all bought like a couple of packs and then just put
Yeah.
them all in one and like
So I just imagine you guys watching football with like a charcuterie board or something like that. Like I just feel
no,
like you're so
what
posh.
you want to show who the posh fucker is, all right? Both me and Steve, obviously like not private schools. We both bought like some like lagers, some beers, and like some crisps. I bought some fucking ice cream. Fred turns up with this like Ponzi Botivo drink that
Yeah.
nobody's ever heard of. Such an old man with like some tonic water, and I was like, you are so of course, head boy at Westminster, Oxford
Literally.
educated, really intelligent, nice lad. But I was just like, you're so posh. I was like,
Just
up
bring
there
a
with the
bottle of
Guinness.
beer.
I
Yeah.
just want to be it and watch the game. That's all I want to do.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? And then, oh, yeah,
Right,
awful.
and Tom number two.
Um, all right. I think I'm gonna. It's the categoryness that is ruining me because I think I would eat more biscuits, but I prefer chocolate.
Okay, I'm gonna throw a curveball out here, right? And I'm gonna say that in the little pack of biscuits, the selection pack you might have, you would be allowed chocolate biscuits, covered
Oh,
biscuits in
right.
there.
Okay. Biscuits, two.
Biscuits number two.
If I'm not allowed chocolate biscuits, then yeah.
No, no, I'm saying that I think if you had a, if I, when I think of biscuits, I think of like an M&S selection box of biscuits. There would be some chocolate ones in
No,
there.
actually, yeah, no. Biscuits, two.
Biscuits too, okay.
And then
So
chocolate.
chocolate number one.
And I've written
Okay.
next to it because this is my unfortunate guilty pleasure of I will smash a share bag of buttons.
Oh, do you know what,
Oh,
mate? The best ones, the M&S giant ones. I've
no,
had
they're
them.
worse. They're not
No, they're
good.
great,
They
mate.
taste weird. They taste very
Um,
strange. I always think they're going to be really good because they are huge, but then I always
I
get
don't.
disappointed of like they're slightly weirdly sickly.
Well,
But
I
I
think the
don't
problem in
like
the problem at the moment is, of course, in the UK, the biggest problem
Marmite.
across the board is that this chocolate's no longer chocolate anymore.
But apparently
Like,
there is a company that which is doing the original recipes.
oh, is there?
Yeah.
This is why I like Tony's chocolate. Tony's chocolate costs a bit more, but I tell you what, it's still chocolate in it. Do you know what I mean? Um, well, Tom, do you want to hear mine? Mine is somewhat similar, obviously, except the awful last one. Um, Number five for me is popcorn.
Yeah.
I do like it, but you never get as much variety with popcorn. It's kind of samey, and that kind of thing. Crisps number four. Do like a crisp, but I've got a very sweet tooth, so I was always going to be the three first. Biscuits number three. Sweets number two, and the same number one as chocolate. Chocolate's just number one. It's just the best, like still the best. But sweets, mate, number two, like
That's the kicker, that one. The sweets.
there's something about the sweets, man. They're just Mawams, the pinballs, the straw. Oh, I don't know what it is. I'm just a
Ah,
kid. Just a kid, man. Don't leave me alone.
I don't care.
Especially the post 9 p.m. as well. The munchies, like, oh, sweets. Yeah, just a few little sweets. Like, oh, yeah. Just like, oh, do you know what? Tangfastic. A nice cherry tangfastic. No, come on.
No, like it'd be like, what snack do you want to a long haul flight? What are you getting from WH Smith? I'm never getting sweets. I'm not doing that.
Yes, of course you are.
Now I'm getting like some chocolate. I normally get a bag of Revels because I want the ooh, I don't know which one I'm gonna have, even though you can tell by the
Mm,
size of the thing. Or
yeah, I
maybe
don't
I get
mind
some
that.
M&Ms, or I quite often get like a share thing of either like the Toblerone things because you don't buy Toblerone at any other point apart from the airport.
Mm.
Yeah, chocolate number one, biscuits.
Well, at least we're going number one anyway. Just a shame you poor taste in number five, Tom.
Well, I think we agree on all of it, don't we? Apart from we're just putting candy, you're ramming it in number two, and I'm putting it last.
Well, yeah.
In theory, we either agree on slightly all of it, apart from that one, or we disagree on four of them. But the generalized order of
Technically, we
where
disagree on all of them. So
crisps, biscuits, and popcorn sit in the right order.
yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
How interesting.
Hmm. Very interesting, Tom.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's new with you here, mate? What's going on?
What's new with me? I'm really sweating. Uh,
Oh, it's so hot.
maybe
Everyone in the
because I've
UK is
worked
so hot.
I trained. I trained, did all that business, which is wonderful. I was meant to, there's something we'll save for next week because I think it'll be a fun thing to do, but I feel like we can't do two of these at once.
Mm.
I don't know why. And then I've written something. Oh, yeah. I was like, I've written my handwriting and I just can't read what I've
Yeah.
written. My handwriting is getting bad. I think I need to start actually writing things out. Also, I need to stop writing on the page that I've made my notes throughout the working day, and I put podcast notes on it, and now I'm going to be immensely confused.
Mm.
Sort of like lead magnet, real, 10 exercise video, oh,
Yeah.
chocolate,
So
sweet.
the thing, problem as well is the problem as well for you is you're easily confused as well. So
I was
uh,
like, I don't really know. But what's new with me? Not massive amount, if I'm really honest. Um, just yeah, kind of sorting my summer out more than anything else. That's
same old, eh?
only thing. We've got to get a hotel for the Open, which Dan has decided to ditch me for, which is fine.
I know, yeah. Did you get that? You got the email through all right then? It must
Correct.
work
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
And then already booked a hotel for Cognac, so I'm gonna go there, which is so funny. Like organizing going to a wedding with like a couple of your mates, and then a couple of their wives is very funny how people are completely differently organized or get very stressed about certain things. Uh, I'm quite chill, and I'm like, I'm like, it's 2 months away. Like, why are we even fucking getting stressed about this? And like one lad's, oh my God, I can't believe we have not booked everything yet. This is insane. I'm just like, are you joking? They're not gonna run out of rooms. I'm like, it's fine. Also, I pulled like that move, considering my wife, that we're not staying in the same hotel. I'm staying in the same hotel as my wife, but not the same hotel as my mates. So
Right, yeah.
I was like, it's either this one or this one. She was like, are you fucking joking? I was like, okay, cool. I guess we'll stay in the nice one. Cool.
Yeah, I
Wonderful.
was about to say, I think we both know which one you'll be staying in. Then nice
It
one.
was it was an ibis or something else, and I was
Yeah.
like, well, Mike and Tom are staying in the ibis. She was like, are you asking me or telling me? And I was like, asking. She was like, okay, well, you know the answer. I'll book the other one. Yeah, that'll be fun. But
Oh, there
yeah,
you go.
that's about it. That's about it. And then I had my dad's birthday over the weekend. That was exciting. Drunk too much wine, went to a wedding,
Oh,
played golf. Wonderful.
played
Always.
well at golf, didn't you, as well, for a change?
I did all right. Yeah, I played okay. But it's a
I saw
course
that.
I find very. I went and played there by myself because I just wanted to listen. I wanted like a little bit of solo golf therapy. I'm sure you get it when you go practice. It's quite nice, isn't it? It's kind of like if you're by
Yeah.
yourself for a couple of hours, just AirPods in, either a podcast. I was listening to the like World Cup, a little bit of head clarity, like
Yeah.
rush in, just like, yep, cool, bosh. Walk around, took me 3 hours. I was like, this is, or just under actually, like 2.5 to 3 hours, just rattled around. Lovely job.
Mm,
Of course, I don't find very hard as well, which is always good.
yeah.
Slightly
That's
annoying
good.
because I'm trying to pump up my handicap for this tournament. Um, but it's all right. I was like, I put it in that one. I was like,
Just
yeah,
do
I
what
don't
oh,
need,
just do what those other golfers do and just lie, Tom.
don't
It's
need to
loads
put
easier.
don't need to put that score into the other one. I was like, my EG don't know about that score. It's okay. All good.
Uh,
Right. Give me your topic. You,
topic. Oh
um,
yeah. Well, I was going to talk about
normally what happens, Dan, we discuss something and then we
yeah, I just
vaguely go into
misheard you.
it.
I just misheard you.
What's next?
Yeah, so like
I saved a post about Build a Burger, which
oh yeah.
I think I've done, and now my stomach is fucking rumbling because I'm just looking at it.
Yeah, I
But
could
we'll
do
do
with a
that next.
burger right now.
We'll
Yeah, I
do
could do
that
with a
next
burger right
week.
now.
I could do something right now.
Um
Might have one whilst I watch the England game.
yeah,
Mm.
I just talked about I did a reel earlier and I've had a few discussions from getting back from the holiday. And as is inevitable when you go on holiday, you get people leave and cancel and sort of stuff. So I had a message this morning come through from someone and they cancelled coaching now. That's fine, that's all well and good. And then I had a few calls last couple of days with people who just panicking because they've lost a client. And I'm just like, right, you can't run a business based on emotion, right? And I'm one of these coaches, and one of the things I do a lot within, and I will call it mentoring because I think this is part of mentoring is helping people deal with these situations and things, right? Is that I when I mentor people, I do not get too high or low with them, right? Is that I see a lot of people who, and I said it in the reel, I said, within business, you can't get too high with the highs and low with the lows, right? It's emotional. Like I'm not going to sit and pretend like it's not an emotional thing. It's your business, it's your baby, you've grown it, you've done all this sort of stuff, right? I'm not saying that to not have any emotion with it, right? But if you're somebody that feels like within your business you get very, very high and very, very low, and you find yourself swinging between those two things very, very quickly, as in tiny things in your business can affect your mood, it's a problem. It's something that you need to figure out. And as I said in the reel, it's like if you have a client who ghosts you, if you have a client who blocks you, if you have a client that refuses to pay you and then leaves, or doesn't give you or says they're going to come back and then doesn't come back, or someone disagrees with you something on your content, and it puts you in a really bad mood and means you stop posting content, stop posting social proof, and I'm like that's not okay.
Yeah.
Like that shows to me that you're not mature enough on an emotional level to maybe run a business. Like I said, I'm not saying that you shouldn't get excited by certain things within your business, or you shouldn't be excited about plans you've got for the business, and you shouldn't have days or moments within months where you do genuinely feel excitement towards your business. What I'm saying is that day to day, you shouldn't have those massive fluctuations based on business operations. If a client leaves, a client signs up, and I mean this in a negative, but also the positive. Like I see people go, "Oh my God, I had a great week, signed up 4 people," then they get complacent for the next week and don't post any content. I'm like, no, that's just as bad as you losing 4 clients and then going and hiding for a week. It's like at no point in my business now, maybe at the start, you could argue that I've learned this, right? We've both probably learned this, is that no matter what goes on behind the scenes in business, there's stuff that's done. The stuff gets done. The plan is executed. The stuff is done, and you run your business based on again logic, based on following a plan, not on emotion and how you feel that day. And I see a lot of coaches, unfortunately, are guided by their emotions, and that how much they get done in a day is more dictated by their emotions than it is on how much they plan to get done that day.
Yeah.
And I see it a lot in newer coaches, but it's also older coaches as well that go through this. And it's something that I'm constantly having to remind people is that we need to be as close to level as we can. I'm not saying don't get high and low. I'm just saying don't go absolutely fucking mentally high and celebrate and buy bottles of champagne when you sign someone up. And also don't then fucking cry and not do anything and moan when you lose a client because it's just part of business. It's just what happens. Like, don't you can't again you can't expect to go for your whole life and never lose a client. So therefore, if you have that poor reaction to it, like maybe this isn't for you. Maybe you should just have a job. Like, and I don't mean that in a horrible way. I just mean that this is tough. Like, it's hard to be able to do this and regulate your emotions and do it well. But yeah, just something that I noticed from like I said, I've come back and I had that text, and it just you just need to just go, no, that's just normal. I was expecting it. That's fine. But then when I get on calls with clients, they're like, oh my God, I'm panicking. I'm like, fucking, all right, calm down. Like, just chill a little bit with it. But yeah, that's just one thing I'd say because the funny thing I get, of course, from coaches is that I see all the content all day, every day about like, oh, don't go on your emotions, just follow the plan. Like, if you want to go to the gym or not, doesn't dictated by what you feel. It's you got to go anyway. And I'm like, for
Yeah.
fuck's sake, you're like, you know this to be true for other things, but yet with your business, for some reason, you can't apply the same principles, and you get all in a tiz and go fucking mad about it. And it's just trying to recognize that.
Yeah. And you're hoping for like, because it happens to all of us, right? It does happen for all of us where you have a couple lose and it does like go. We've talked about it before, and you get a little bit like introspective, don't you? You're like, "Am I doing something wrong? Is something
Yeah.
happening?" And then you kind of like look around, and you're like, "No, no, I'm getting results with people. I'm doing this. Could I have served this person better, or the whatever?" And it's kind of like that. I guess having like a 4 sign up something and then then not posting for a while because you get a little bit complacent and been like, oh, okay, cool. But the reason why people signed up is probably because of the content that you've been pumping out anyway.
Hmm.
Um, but it's also if you do lose a few, yeah, it's not double down, I guess, but it's like, do you have a reaction or do you just kind of like, do you call it reaction? Because in my mind, if I lose a couple, I'm like, right, fuck, right, let's go again, let's boom, boom, boom. What do I need to do? Perhaps just a little bit better to have a couple more signups. Do I need to
Hmm.
invoke this part of my business? Do I need to ramp up this part of my business? Um, and certainly, like you do, ebb and flow as well, similar to where it's like, all right, we'll talk about a lead magnet non-stop for about 4 weeks, then talk about a group non-stop for 4 weeks, then
Hmm.
talk about one-to-one coaching for 4 weeks. And you realize that like that directly kind of affects how many people are signing up for each product as well. And it's like, okay, I'm getting no one-to-one signups because you've not talked about it whatsoever
Yeah.
last like 2 months. It's like, no shit. And then suddenly people were like, oh, can I jump on? So
I just had that with literally the call just before this was like,
yeah,
oh, I've not really had any leads come through, and I'm like, we went back through everything. I was like, this is why we track data, why I think it's really really important. And I go, well, you've not posted any transformation on your feed for the last 2.5, 3 months.
yeah,
So all the CTAs you've done have been on stories. And when we look back to when you were at your peak and you had the most signups, you were posting 2 pieces of social proof every single week. I was like, do we think that if we went back to doing that for 4 weeks, right, then we'll have the data and then we'll know if there's no one really there and interested. My gut tells me, well, you've not been doing the things you should have been doing, right? From that point of view. And it's always that, and it's always that part of it. And I think for me, it's like the thing that I describe to people around the whole like when someone signs up or someone leaves, I'm not saying don't get excited or upset about it because we all will. Like we all get that initial moment of, oh, fuck's sake. Like, do you know what I
yeah,
mean? Whereas for me, I go, it used to take me a day of feeling like that. It now takes me 5 seconds. And that has over time just reduced. And the quicker you can reduce that, the quicker you can reestablish, right, better mindset, better, more focus, all that kind of thing. I remember when I used to sign up 4 clients a week and think, fucking hell, like,
yeah,
unbelievable.
exactly.
Like, this is great. And I think that you need to get very okay with just being very unemotional to those things happening because it's just part of the plan, it's part of the process and all that sort of stuff. Um, I don't think I'm asking people to like say be completely numb to it. What I'm saying is it's that moment in time you have that feeling. It doesn't then cascade and have a domino effect into all the other areas that are not as great. Like I said, I'm similar to you, right? Where I go, well, I've had a client leave, and like, again, luckily, fortunate enough, we've got a waiting list. But I look at my waiting list and go, well, no one's really applied for it for the last 6, 7 days, and I've not really had as many people reach out this month. And then I go onto my Instagram page and I go, well, I've not posted any social proof for the month of June. I've only posted one video. Yeah, I posted one 3rd of June, one video. I've not done that many CTAs. I know I haven't. I've not posted behind the scenes of my things. I've been on holiday for a week. Well, no shit.
Yeah,
No, no shit. I haven't. It's nothing wrong. There's nothing majorly wrong. I just haven't talked about my coaching that much. That's fine. That's okay. I'm not going to get emotional about it. I'm just going to go, well, into July, my plan is to make sure that I do talk more about it. And I do go and collect more social proof. And I do some more video testimonials with clients. And I do go out with my way to take more pictures on calls of people. But I'm also not expecting someone to reach out tomorrow of my waiting list and join tomorrow because I go, it doesn't work like that. Whereas coaches I speak to go, I've had a few job off. What can I do to get the people in? I go, absolutely fuck all. Like fucking forget that idea for a
who
start, right?
reacted? Yeah,
It's that reactivity of like, well, no, but everything I've told you to do is what gets clients in. Like I'm holding something back for you to just post tomorrow. No, like no. And that's where coaches get so emotional and they just get too tied up in their self-worth is on the money they earn, the number of clients they've got. And I'm like, nah. Your self-worth is tied to are you doing the work that's needed daily, weekly, monthly? Are you learning new things? Are you providing a better service? Are you helping people and getting better results? That's where you should put a lot of your value and what you value in terms of your business into. The rest of those things will come in time. But it's just that this day and age, I think, as well, to a certain degree. It's funny, I was talking to I think it was Mike only this morning about obviously Keir Starmer's resigned really quickly. And I was like, this instant gratification thing is
and
everywhere. It's like
yeah,
we talk about football. You talk about football managers for the last couple of years. Everyone's been saying like, oh, it's hiring and firing within a few months, and it's just you've seen it in the highest level of politics.
Literally,
Like
like
it's
that's the thing. The
mad.
newer coaches are thinking like that instant gratification. They need to keep on getting it, right? And that's the thing. Whereas because they're looking at the prime minister. And me and Nick were talking about this morning with my clients, and he was just like, "Yeah, we were basically." I was just like, Gen Z and these newer people are going to think this is normal. Like we
Mm.
just flip over. We got 7 prime ministers in 10 years. I was like, me and you would have grown up with Tony Blair. Was he there for
Literally
10 to
one.
12 years? He was there, right? And we were like,
Yeah.
we knew one prime minister into our like adulthood, and then it started swapping, and we're like, it's not normal. And you look at all the best football managers tend to be people who have stuck there for a while and get a result with someone because they just
Yeah.
beat and down and down and go and go and go and go and go, and then learn from those little mistakes. But
Mm.
yeah, they haven't tried to get that. You need those little wins, 100% to keep you going. Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not
100%.
getting bogged down when you get the little losses is the issue.
And also as well, like I think as well with the little wins, it's also recognizing what a win is.
Yeah,
It's like it's not even like a client sign up. It's like no, it's a lead magnet that people start downloading. It's an email reply. It's again, and they never celebrate those. They think it's expected. They think that everything should just happen to them. And I'm like, no, like it doesn't work like that.
yeah.
So yeah, I think that's the important thing is that I just don't like seeing coaches get so emotional about stuff when it comes to that.
And
Like I
the
say,
whole point.
you want the data to back up the fact you know what you're doing is working. Of course you do.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And
I think
it goes hand in hand. And like speaking, obviously, I'm on your side, guys, who are listening to this, right? I'm a person who still coaches people to do fitnessy things. And my signups 100% ebb and flow. And I get more some months than others, 1,000%. I don't think I signed anybody up in May. And then June came around once because guess what? Started posting social proof, but also all of my guys are racing. Like their performance results that I can post about and what they're doing. And then people are like, oh shit, I want a bit of that. And then you get like 4 signups in June. Then you're like, okay, well, that makes up for a little bit more. It's like boom, boom, boom. But because just it ebbs and flows based off seasons as well. I'm just like, yeah, I've posted social proof. Yes, I posted this, but based off the results that I could post about in my stories or whatever that be, is yeah, it just
mm,
comes up and down. Guess what? I reckon you're going to get more signups, people who in FOMO, probably around your photo shoot times, where
mm,
people are like, oh, actually, that client's looking pretty good. They're just like, they're 2 weeks out from the photo shoot. Probably around those 4 weeks of photo shoot prep, I reckon most people would probably get like FOMO, I'd imagine, and then start
mm,
applying for it. So it's like having those kind of key cogs around is probably a good way to kind of look at stuff. So right now, obviously, lots of people are racing, so I'm pushing people towards lead magnet stuff. I'm like, yeah, go, cool. If you don't want to sign up for one from right now, apply this, please. Go apply this.
mm,
See if you want to go do it, which is fine because you might be in racing, you're with a coach currently. Is it working? Don't know. Try this. Okay. Try and learn what you're doing. But
mm.
yeah, it's interesting though. The emotion of it all kind of like gets you stuck sometimes, and it's just like, oh, what is this? So,
Yeah, I think it just paralyzes a lot of people, and they just end up doing nothing. And I just think like, I don't know what there's a saying, isn't it, about action? Action leads to some, I can't remember. But it's just like you just need to take action. Like stop just fucking sitting around and
you should be a
moaning about it.
philosopher. Action leads to science.
Yeah, I can't remember
Yeah,
what it is.
grow up.
Just I just like I think the key thing I wanted to get out of that the video that I posted was just to expect it. I think sometimes people it's like, are you not expecting this to happen? People are going to leave. Like, come on. I think there's a bit of that I think sometimes with coaches I'm like, well, that's what I don't understand sometimes is the emotional response to something that you know is going to happen.
Yeah,
I'm like, it's happening.
people aren't there
It's not
forever.
like a
Like,
it's not
yeah,
like a rant. It's not like your wife's decided to divorce you, and you're like, "Oh my God, didn't see this coming." It's like, no, you work with this many clients. You know that this is part of the journey and part of the
yeah,
process. That's just the thing that I just find odd about it. Is it's the way that they deal with it from that point of view that I think frustrates me. So, anyway, that one of the points that I made.
wonderful. All right,
Yeah. So yeah. Right.
I'm gonna have to
Was
leave.
that was the shortest podcast we've probably done, I reckon. But there we go. Tom's got to go.
35 minutes. I think we
Oh
can
no!
record.
Well, fucking hell, yeah. Maybe we talked about chocolate and sweets for longer than I thought. A bit, but yeah,
Yeah, it kind of drew me in. I was like, Chloe can wait.
yeah. Stranded at the airport.
Why are you
Tom,
late?
where are you?
Well, we had
Yeah.
to
Well,
debate on whether
well, well,
I would
what
eat
would
or
you pick out of the top five on this?
All right.
Right. There we go.
Any suggestions? What is it,
Mm.
suggestions?
Yeah. Download chess.com and get involved in chess. I think it's great. Why not? And
Dad's
play Tom.
Dan's lead for today's Zoom was I've downloaded chess.com, and unfortunately
I'm really shit.
I've been a paid up ever since the Queen's Gambit was on TV.
Oh, really? Okay.
I have been a paid up member of chess.com. It costs like fucking £3 a month or something like that. I'm like, well, you're a premium member. Yeah,
Bit expensive for me, I think.
£3, I think we'll be all right.
Can't really
Then
afford
I get
that.
to review my game a little bit more. I'm like, oh, and I like
What you
them.
did
I let
wrong.
me what to do. I'm like, oh, good job. Yeah, I like the instant gratification. That's what I want.
Clearly.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, go do chess.com. Watch if you haven't, watch the Queen's Gambit. Watch that, and
And if
then
you haven't watched the Netflix thing about Magnus Carlsen and the guy that you thought was cheating, have you
I
seen
think
that?
I haven't watched
Yeah,
it, but I
it's
know
funny.
of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
watch the Netflix. It's a good documentary. Watch it. It's quite funny.
that's
Watch
interesting.
it.
He's a
Yeah.
weirdo,
Mhm.
but yeah, sure.
I think obviously anyone who's that into chess is going to be a bit
Yeah,
weird, right? It's
he
like,
basically he basically looks like he's like the Don like rock star of chess.
yeah,
Like he's such an
yeah,
attitude guy, and it's like, all right, mate, you're playing chess. Let's be honest. So,
yeah, literally.
are you gonna get? There's I can't remember the guy that like does the phone thing. Hmm? That guy, you know the black guy that like does that. Come
No.
here. Yeah, you do know him, but he reviews things now, and he's like, oh, gets all excited. But there's a
Right.
chessboard, which obviously, like, you've got the pieces, but you're playing against the computer. And I would have so got this for Christmas if it was way
Oh,
back.
the pieces move.
And the pieces move. Yeah, you move
I've seen
them,
it.
and
I've
then
seen it.
obviously the
Yeah,
vibration of like what it puts through the piece, and it moves onto the
yeah,
square. It's like that's cool. It's like Harry Potter. Great,
yeah. I've seen that. Yeah,
wonderful.
I like it.
And on that, I do have a Star Wars chessboard, chess set.
Perfect.
I'm a loser. All right, guys. Thanks for listening.
See you later.
See you.